Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Um, it seems like it's been a while because with the event coming up and then us just doing everything. But it seems like it's been a while since I got to get on here. And me and Coach Willie were talking since we've been able to get everybody together. But some exciting things are happening, everybody. I can tell you what, it's exciting. Things are really starting to happen all over the place. I'm watching. I be on Facebook just looking at people, different little parties, having them in, all over. Once you start having parties going, I've been a part of momentum in the company. When I, my first, 2-3 years. Well, my first year, it really wasn't momentum, but like that second year into it, for like the next 2 or 3 years, we just went in. The company started going into momentum, and I seen this ride before, where you start having people that'll show up. You start having people reach out to you. They ain't never reached out to you before, to ask you about what you got your hands into, how they can get some, when the next party they want to be, they want to be there, and so it's just once you start seeing that, like, and it's something that I encourage everybody just to do a little something every single day, because you don't want to miss this train. And then you just barely being plugged in and doing a little something, you can get, you can get some good benefits off of it. But I'm telling you, if you go all in, the sky's the limit. I promise you, if you do something these next 2 to 4 years, what most people won't even think about doing, just that extra little effort, you get off of work, you know what, let me do this little 15, 20-minute Zoom. Oh, let me do this little getting started training here. Oh, let me sit down and have lunch with somebody. And you'll start looking up and your team will start just growing and growing and growing. You'll start having people way outside of just where you live at. You'll start having people from all over reach out to you. But Coach, I know you've been doing this industry for a while as well, and I believe I seen Brent Parrish get on here too. I know he said, yeah. And so, if anything I want to touch on about that, about being a part of some momentum and everything of that nature, or since y'all been in this industry before.
I was quite jealous because I could not be in Panama. I'm kind of going through this recruiting process with my oldest daughter. She's being recruited for college. She's a volleyball player. And I thought about going, and my wife said, "You better get in that car. We go." I said I thought about coming, but being a former athlete, college athlete myself, I understand the importance of this time for her and wanted to be there. But I was definitely watching from a distance and paying attention to the excitement of everybody and what was going down in Panama and the news and everybody just hanging and getting that joy back in them, understanding again what that why is for them, understanding the power of these products and the power and the leadership of this company and the people behind the company. And so if you made it to Panama City, unlike myself, put a 1 in the box if you made it to Panama City from this call. I would see how many people on here went to Panama City. Because I went last year, so I know what kind of awesome time it is and enjoyment. But oh yeah, the ones that come, and so I understand how powerful that meeting is going into where we're at now with everything. Anthony just got through talking about momentum. Let me tell you the next wave that's coming. If you're new to this and you don't understand, and if you understand, then you will understand it even a little bit more. You know what's going to happen over the next 5 weeks? Especially with the ladies, they're going to be saying, I need to get in shape for the beach, for the summer. That's what's going to be happening. So you're going to have a wave of people looking for something that can be the difference, for something that can help them lose that last 10 pounds, for something that can help them feel better from the inside out. So that's the next momentum that's about to hit, and it's right at the perfect time. That is the next momentum. And if you understand that, you're posting at 9 and 3 and you're reaching out and you're in the environment, being intentional about the people that you have around you, being intentional about the people that you're connecting with, because nothing happens by accident. The rain that pours on the ground don't happen by accident. The sun that shines over your head doesn't happen by accident. The moon that shines at night doesn't happen by accident. It's intentionality. It's intentionality. And that intention is coming with belief and faith as well, because nobody wakes up and says, I don't know if the sun's coming up today. Says nobody. That's the same type of faith you got to have. That's the same type of faith you got to have, and knowing that your actions will produce it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited as always. I'm always fired up, man. I'm just always fired up. And I'm almost going into it already. But I really want to touch on Panama City, because I was upset, like I said, that I wasn't in Panama City.
One of the things we do want to let everybody know is, I don't know, we posted it in the team group. I seen Melissa posted as well already. I posted it, but we wanted to let everybody know the company did. We talked to them, and they did extend the early bird ticket. So even if you haven't got your ticket, they have extended those prices to the end of the month for the early bird pricing on one ticket, or you can do the 10 tickets. My goal is I want to go ahead and get 10 tickets done for. So if there's anybody who's on here who was like, hey, I want to do the 10 tickets, and we can actually all go in together and just get 10 tickets. We just, all we got to do is just come together, divide it by 10, and then we can get the 10 tickets. And then we can all just save ourselves, just a little bit of money. Or if you got 10 tickets of people that you want to bring with you, I encourage you. So my goal is also to bring in 10 more people to also bring. So it's like, I know what events do for you. And so matter of fact, I know Melissa and Andrew are having camera problems, but Melissa and Andrew, would y'all mind sharing and just share like your experience, how you feel coming out of Panama City? I know they were having a little computer issue.
Okay, there we go. Camera issue. Yeah, we're coming out of there. We come out excited, motivated, had the idea of let's get together, let's do this, it's just different little different nuggets that we took back that we're applying. We're doing different things, a little bit more posting, a little bit more of just connecting, building relationships.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it. Is that these events, you always seem to learn something. It's kind of like this call. It's like I get on here and I just learn sometimes. Like it's just like the IPA call. I just be in there. Sometimes I may be busy or whatever, but as I'm listening, it's always that nugget that I just take away. I'm like, you know what? That's why I get on this call. That's why I show up at these events, because you just never know what it is that you're going to learn or hear or learn about that could take you and your business to the next level. Because our goal is to help you build a legacy. And there's no better event to plug into than the regional events, the big events, because it helps build that belief. But Miss Francisca, I know you and Darius were, I know you were there in Panama City as well. I love to, just hear your takeaway, just to hear yours as well.
Well, what I take away from it, the excitement, the energy, the feel of the family, how everybody made us feel very welcome. And we also exchanged numbers, so the friendship has grown more than just being on the Zoom or, chatting on Facebook. So I love that. I really do. And I love the energy was phenomenal. And I learned a lot. And we're going to Orlando. So we are all excited about that as well.
Oh yeah. Orlando is definitely gonna be it's the place to be. And that's that it's something that you could only experience. We could talk about it all day. I'm gonna be honest. I could talk to you about events. The one we just had in Panama City, I've been doing this 12 years. That by far was the best event I had ever been to.
Oh, don't say that. I didn't go.
I want to add something to that. And
okay, go ahead, Melissa.
It was a lot of different takeaways. As I looked around the room, one of the things that I love is recognition. And Brent, as well as Andre, especially Brent, gave a lot of recognition to different things. You know, your personal journeys, how you're doing financially in the business, stories, you know, learning how to, you know, communicate your stories to others where they can feel the same thing you're feeling. And pretty much we all go through the same things, but the recognition, of course, it didn't matter what team you were on. Everyone, you know, gave love to one another, exchanged numbers like Francesca said, wanted to connect. It didn't matter what team you was on. So everybody was giving love to one another, and the communication, of course, the community always. But that's some of the things that I took away from
it. And that's what community is. I would always tell people, hey, you start hanging around the people in the company, definitely this company. You may have been in this industry before, but when you start getting really becoming friends with the people in this company, you see why a lot of people are still here for a long, long time. Some people go just to go because they want to be around those type of people. Because the atmosphere they're in at their home, at their workplace is negative. And some people come and they want to be around the positive. It's just something about it being at these events. So we encourage you, get to PXP. It's going to be well worth it. Another thing.
There's one. There's.
Oh, there's.
Yeah, there's on here. I was Darius' first event because he couldn't make it to Orlando last year. Our Panama, he was on the road. So I was in California somewhere.
Well, I'm pretty much in agreement with my wife and Melissa, right? I enjoyed, right, just seeing the faces there, connecting with the people there, right? Instead of just seeing and hearing them on the IPA call. It was a beautiful experience for me. It was electrifying. There's a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, right? And the people was friendly. It was every bit of what they said it was going to be, and more. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to enjoy. And I took my hats to Partner Code, right? They went out and beyond, right, in this event. And Anthony, you, Todd, no, y'all took care of your business. Y'all took my hat to you.
and the thing I tell y'all is that one right there was a field event. That means corporate didn't do anything on that one. That was all just from the field. So our goal at that event, personally, for anybody who was there physically or on the Zoom watching, was we wanted everybody to pretty much come in there and learn, but then also be able to go to leave that event and know what to do to start having success. And so that's actually what we did. So we did just that, and we got a lot of great feedback, and we just encourage you to be at the next one. We're gonna have more. It's gonna be Super Saturdays popping up. If it's drivable for you, get there, because it's just nothing like being at the event and maybe learning something. And then also, what I encourage everybody to do is don't come by yourself. Find somebody to bring with you. Bring your cousin, bring your sister, your brother, your best friend. Say, hey, you got to get to this event with me in Orlando. You're going to love it. You and your wife need to come on down here with us and come see it for yourself and just see the atmosphere. Things like that. Bringing people to events is very, very powerful. It's going to help you out as well in your business tremendously. I tell you that. But Coach, I know that, I'm looking at my notes here. I know that we talked through via text, so I'm going to let you kick off the first part that you want to talk about. I know you wanted to mention about the why. So I'm going to let you go first, and then I'm going to piggyback off of you.
Hey, thank you. And I tell you what, I want to tell you the power of events. Travis and Francesca, that's on this meet, first events was last year, and they sitting here on this call. That's the power of first events. And we're saying, hey, you got to get to the event. You got to get there. You got to be there. You got to be in the room to understand what this really is about, what it's going to feel like, how this motivates and how this builds people of coming together for a common goal, for a common mission, striving for each other's success. Not singular, not personal, but each other's success, because everybody wants to see you win. Do you believe that? Everybody wants to see you win. This that time of the year where you're in the journey. I tell people there's 4 phases to success, 4 phases of your journey of success, which I think success can be just such a fake word, if you will, because I think it's much bigger than how we try to term success, life and goals in this path in this. And I often use a biblical perspective to talk about all those journeys and all those methods that it takes to win in life. I believe that we can all become the greatest version of ourselves. And that's how I measure success. What's the greatest version of yourself? And I do that with my kids as well. I got kids. My kids are very all over the spectrum. I got 3 kids in the home. All 3 of them are in the spectrums in regards to the classroom. One does really, really well. I ain't gonna say which one that is, because then when y'all meet them, you'll know it when you meet them anyway. One, if you're not pushing them, they will buck. But if you pushing them and you stay on them, they really, really do well. Then I got one that struggles in the classroom in the school. I won't call it what I really call the education system, prison indoctrination system, but I didn't say that out loud. I didn't say that out loud, but even with my own kids, I often, if the best thing, I judge it by what is your performance? What are you capable of? If one of mine, if their best grade in math is they're capable of is doing a B, that's what I expect. I'm not gonna come and say, hey, you better be making an A. You better be making an A, and that's it, and that's all the effort, and that's all I expect. What is the best value of themselves? What is the greatest value of themselves? If you can push them to be the greatest version of themselves, it doesn't matter what that letter grade is. It doesn't matter what that number grade is. That's how it is in life, especially if we don't compare. But what it comes down to the core, especially at this time of the year, for you and your business and your journey with Partner Code, is what is their why? My oldest daughter, from the moment she was in 8th grade, she told me she wanted to be a college athlete. She really enjoyed volleyball, and she said she wanted to be a college athlete. From then, that was her why. From then, I understood what I needed to do as a father to help her get there and realize that goal. And now that's coming to fruition. What was her why? Well, her why was she wanted to play college volleyball. She loved the sport. She wants to be able to get her education. She got some bigger things and bigger dreams in there with what she wants to do with it. And so her why led her to what we're experiencing now. Now, she told me this in the 9th grade. What if in the 10th grade she would have said, this is not going to happen. I'm giving up. They don't do that directly, but they do that indirectly with how they approach their daily work. When you watch them, is she going in the garage like I tell her she hitting 500 hits? Is she going and running the extra miles that she needs to do? Now, is she getting in the weight room and lifting how she wants to live? Let's flip this over in Partner Code. What was your why when you came into this? That's going to create your best version of yourself. Are you at the point where you feel like you're getting frustrated and you feel like things ain't happening the way you want it to happen and things ain't going the way you want it to go? Now, do we have the stamina and the force to hold strong in the soul behind what our why is? Because that's what you got to look at. That's what she has to look at. That's what I have to remind her of when she thinks that this is getting too hard. What's your why? And your why has to be bigger than any storm you're currently facing. I'm going to say that again. Your why has to be bigger than any storm you're currently facing. Because even the Bible shows us and the life shows us that if we keep moving forward, the book of Proverbs 14:23 says, all hard work brings the profit. And I say that all the time. My kids know that scripture by heart. My athletes know that scripture by heart. All hard work brings a profit. It says the steady movement of understanding. If you keep moving forward, you will reach your destination. And that's not a guess. That's for sure. Just as sure as you get on highway I-10, if you get on I-10 right now, I-10 will take you from Tallahassee all the way to California. And that's not a mistake or you're not hoping to get to California, I guarantee you, if you stay on I-10, you gonna get to California. That's your journey here. What's your why? What's going to get you there? What's going to take you there? I love sports so much. I love sports, man. It's just so many comparisons in life that allows you to understand life at a deeper level when you're watching sports and you're playing sports for team sports, and you get to tap into kids' why. You get to tap into why are you doing this sport? What is it for you? What benefits you? The same that you have to apply in the business of the people that come into your business. You have to tap into their why. This second thing you should find out about them after you found out their name, what's your why? Because you're going to have to be able to use that why to tap into when they feel like they get frustrated. Because it's not the inevitable. It's going to happen. It's going to be times when they're going to feel like nothing's progressing. It's not moving forward. It's not going the way we want it to go. And you have to be able to tap into their why when you talk to them. Or you sit there and let them go into a pity story about why it's not being successful. Because oftentimes, just like a seed in the ground, there's things happening and you don't even realize it's happening. Because we know when a seed bursts, the roots got to go deep for the give me the word, the tree comes through the ground or whatever you want to call it, right? It's got to go deep first. And so oftentimes when you have intentionality, let me tell you something about life and you want a goal and you got dreams and stuff. The moment you got an intention that happens, when you have an intention, destruction tries to come immediately after you make your mind up about it. Every single time. It comes. And if you don't have a why strong enough, that's what happens to so many people. I watch people even with their health goals. I watch people with how they take their way again. We got a vending machine in our work that I work, and I often tell. I put a tape message on there. I said this is a diabetic machine. Because you keep eating from here, you're going to get diabetes. They're like, why you keep putting that out there? Because I want you to understand that every time you go to that machine, you increase your chances of being a diabetic. Every time you go to that vending machine. Now, how often do we care about that? How often do we overlook that because of the delayed consequences? And so we'll look at our journey in Partner Co. and we make we make end-time decisions and suffer the delayed consequences and then blame it on other things because we don't have a why that's strong enough. And then we can't figure out why I'm not being successful in this business. I tell people all the time, I tell Francesca, this thing gonna either work on me or work for me or work on me. Either way, I'm going to succeed because my why is strong. I know I ain't going nowhere. It don't matter what the storm is. Because I know I'm going to get to my numbers. I'm going to get to where I want to. How many people can I help? How many people can I serve? And I'm not sitting here like I'm perfect at serving and perfect at, it's all a journey. It's all a thing that you're learning to do. We got to have that patience and empathy for ourselves. So I challenge you guys tonight and put a 2 in the box if your why strong enough. No, you what? No, I like this number. Put an 8 in there. An 8, the number of infinity. That 8 right there. It just keeps going. It ain't going in a straight line. That 8 don't go in a straight line. Do it. It goes in circles. It comes right around to what it is. And you best believe, like the number 8, your actions will come back around. You're gonna have delayed consequences, or you're gonna have delayed rewards. Which one you want? You're gonna have delayed consequences, or you're gonna have delayed rewards. I'd rather delayed rewards better than delayed consequences or delayed regret. But I know if I just keep pressing forward, this company's building. There's people that's building this train. Man, I watch Todd rolling from a distance. I mean, Todd, he is a machine. This man is in Nebraska. Then he in Alabama. Then he in Georgia. Then he in Virginia. I'm like, wait, hold on, man. You was in Nebraska last night. How you get to Georgia? I'm like, whoa. You talking about somebody on a mission. And he ain't got to do that for himself. He's doing that because he want to see others win. He's doing that because he enjoys seeing others win. And his why is to serve others. The great stories you get to share, the smile you get to see on people's faces when they win. That's what I get to see when I'm dealing with my athletes. And I'm dealing with my young daughter who walks in the recruiting office, and you sit there with them and they offer them a scholarship, and you get to look in their face and you get to see the joy of they feeling like, wow. And then she hears the coach say the same things I was saying to her in 9th and 8th grade. Because there's going to be someone that's just coming along their journey, and you're going to be in year 3 or 4, and you're going to have to say the same things that someone said to them in year 1 or 2, and remind them of their why, and lock arms for them to continue on that journey with partner coach. So I want all you guys to just focus on your why. Make sure you get into and paying attention to Super Saturdays that's in your neighborhood, in your areas. We're trying to get one going here in Alabama's. I take out the word trying, but we pay attention to those Super Saturdays. Those are great events. You know, pay attention to what's going on in the community, paying attention to what's going on the page. That all helps build with your why, because you know how to direct people to have success. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to Anthony, back over to Anthony.
Coach, I got notes ready. Hopefully I can top off, and add some icing to what you just shared with everybody. I hope everybody took some notes. The main question is, if you are taking notes, the question you need to write down, you need to write it in all caps right now on your paper, is what is my why? What is my why? Why am I doing this business? And listen, money can be something, but guess what? It won't keep you motivated. Because as soon as the money ain't coming in, you're gonna just wiggle off, and you're gonna pretty much just go start trying to do something else that's gonna produce the money. See, in order for you to really truly have the success, you need to know why you're doing this. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, things are going to get hard at times. There's gonna be things that happen. This is business. Things happen. And you gotta be willing to know, like, okay, this is just a little minor block. I can either dig up under it, I can run around it, I can climb on top of it, but I'm getting over this little obstacle that's in my way. But you need to have that why that's going to be able to, when you do fall down, it's going to be able to pick you back up because you know why you're doing it. See, Melissa and Andrew, when I was, becoming closer and closer friends with them, they shared with me how they wanted to build a legacy for generations to come for their family. They wanted to leave something that they never been able to leave before. See, they know why they're doing this. So even when the days they don't feel like doing it, they do it anyway. See, there's 5 W's of life that I want you to write down. And number 1 is your why. See, you got to know why you're doing something, because that, like you just heard me mention, when things start to happen, which you'll never be certain what's going to happen, but you'll be able to take it in and you'll be able to move forward. See, that's why you got to have that first W of life. Then number 2 is the who. See, we all were created equal, but we all were created individually. God made you the way he made you. He didn't make me like Coach Willie. He made Anthony like Anthony. He made Coach Willie like Coach Willie. He made Travis like Travis, Samina like Samina. See, he made you like you. So who you are is special. So hold on to that. So remember that. The next W is the what. See, what is it that you want Partner Code to do for you? Like, what is it that you want this business to be able to do for you? Is it that you want to supplement your current income from your job here? Is it the new car you want to be able to buy? Is it sending your kids or grandkids off to the college of their choice, not just the one that they can afford? What is it that you want? Do not be afraid to explore. And then the next one is win. See, win. And you WHEN, not WIN, but WHEN. See, win, get this, when life pushes you over, because you're gonna get pushed over, you have to push back. When life pushes you over, you have to push back. You know what's gonna help you push back? Your why. Remember why you're doing this for. See, you're not just doing this for, $500. No, you're doing this to send your kid off to the college of their choice. You're doing this so when God calls you home, you got, hey, your kids go and all the business gets dispersed into, all two of your kids, three of your kids, five of your kids, however many kids you'll have, but it gets dispersed where you wanted to. And it was a lovely, lovely thing for your kids. Like, they're sad, but then they also like, wow, mom and dad left me this. My grandparents left me this. This is remarkable. Like, it's life-changing. So where is the last W, guys? Where? WHERE. Where there are choices to make the ones you won't regret. You heard Coach Willie putting on that vending machine, this sticker. See, the people that's going to buy something at the vending machine are just making the wrong choices. And it's the same thing with you and your business. See, where there are choices to make, the question now becomes, are you making the ones you won't regret when it comes to your business? Meaning, yes, right now I could be, going to this birthday party, I missed one of my best friend's birthday party because I was still here in Florida working. I had to make a decision. See, I know right now is the time, hey, God willing, she'll have a birthday in about 2-3 years, and I'll be able to go to that birthday party. But right now, I'm on grind mode. I'm all in right now. I'm really all in right now. I'm making it happen. Samina got a party appreciation party coming up. I'm gonna be over in Shreveport. Lance and Trisha having one down in Morgan City, down there close to New Orleans, right outside New Orleans and Baton Rouge area. I'm gonna be at that one. I got people I'm calling up and just getting them, seeing if they ready now. I'm making the calls daily now. Like, I'm in recruit mode all out. Like, my goal is to recruit 20 new brand partners within the next 30 days. Because I know success loves speed, but I also know why I'm doing this. I want this, for my family down the road. To be honest, I want the life, watching Ty and Ashley go the way they do, but also the way they able to live their life. Like, they not lavish people. They don't have all the flashy things or nothing like that. But guess what? Their kids got to go to the college that they wanted to go to. They got to choose where they went to, not where the scholarship allowed them to go. No, they got to go wherever they got to write their check. That's what I want for my, I want to be able to do things like that. They able to, like, get on the road and go help hundreds and thousands of people at a time. And, that's what I want for my life as well, and want for my family's life. But, you got to know why you're doing this, you guys. And I promise you, once you figure out that why, everything else really just becomes easy because you know why you're doing it. There is some, Francisco know why they get in the truck when they get on the truck, because they got things they got to get done. But when you know why you're doing what you're doing, hey, the journey becomes easy then. Let's get it going. But Brent, I know he was finishing up a call. He said he was going to try to jump on. I didn't know if he had something he wanted to share, but that's pretty much what we wanted to share with you guys, is just to take some time over the next 24 hours, tonight, tomorrow, and just figure out why you're doing this. And be specific on why you're doing it, because then it really hits you every time. And then just maybe you want to put it on a little index card. See, for me, I got it on my index card in my wallet. It's like a little note card. I wrote it out on there why I'm doing this. So whenever I feel like not doing it or something, or I feel down, I pull out there and I read it. Like, okay, yeah, you know what? This is why I'm doing this. And so that's what I encourage everybody to do. Just figure it out, write it out on paper, and let's go make it happen. Let's go create them legacies, because we all got a legacy that of some kind that we want to create, and this opportunity will allow you to do it. Now, how much of it that you do create, it's all up to you. But the great thing is, you're not in it by yourself. You got people that's going to, like you heard Darius from Francisca and talk about the community, and you heard Melissa talk about the community at the event. Well, that means you got people with you that will support you and help you out and pick you up when you, when times are hard. But that's what we do. We all lock arms. We do this together. We better together. Like, and the only way to succeed here is you got to be willing to help other people. But you guys, that's really all we got for y'all today. We just wanted to remind y'all about events. Get to the events. If you're close to them, get to them. You want to have one, have one. I always tell people you really don't need a lot to have an event. You don't need a lot to have an event. You just need to, hey, say, you know what, I need to have an event. It ain't nothing for us to email you the PowerPoint. We walk you through it step by step. You can pull us up on Zoom, and then next thing you know, we right there in your living room. So you don't have to push these events out to accommodate time and getting somebody there. No, if you want to have your event, well, guess what? You are a leader. And you want to know how I know you're a leader? You're a leader. You're either watching this recording, and that means you got all the way to the end of this recording, which is about 35 minutes into the teaching. You're still watching it. Another reason you're still on here. If me and Coach Willie was born, you would have signed off and got off. So it's something on here that you truly want. You're a leader, and leaders pay attention. And then guess what leaders do after that? They take action. They take action. They got to take action. And sometimes you don't have to wait on the leader to be the leader. And if that is you and you want to have it before somebody can get there, hey, we'll make it happen. I will teach you what technology you need to put on your computer, on your TV, and we will get it going. Like, so don't wait. Don't wait. That people ask me all the time. If I would have waited, I wouldn't be where I am today. You want to know why? Because once my business started going, my leaders had other people they were helping out that was outside of the state of Louisiana or not, so I had to come back. I was coming back to Dallas to do stuff. So I was doing it by myself. I was going down to New Orleans, doing it by myself. Did I mess up? Absolutely. Several times. But I just kept going. Success loves speed and also numbers. I realized that this was numbers. Not calling people numbers, but I knew that I had to get to more people for more people to say yes. Whether I was talking to him as a friend or I was talking to Coach Willie's friend or anybody else's friend. So that's what I just want to encourage you guys. You got this. Y'all are all amazing. Each one of y'all are amazing in who you are as a person. So let's go do this together and let's go to the top. But all right, everybody, I'm going to stop the recording and then let unmute so y'all can tell Coach Willie, man, how awesome he is. Let me see.